So the main character in his past life got called by the headmaster to his office, the same person who told the main character he was nothing but a human shield to the Maleid. He gets there, and then the headmaster tells the main character that the king at the time, the Maleid's father, is dying, and that the Maleid's brother, who will be king and is crown prince, is going to be sending assassins to kill the Maleid. They don't have any proof that the Maleid's older brother will be doing this, but they're very sure he wants to get rid of the Maleid and keep his position as crown prince and as future king, because everybody on the Maleid's faction wants to make the Maleid king. And the fact that the Maleid's mother is queen. Like, they're doing everything in their power to make the Maleid king, even though the Maleid doesn't want to be king. He very much feels like he is a famine, a curse of his birth. Like, he hates himself because he feels like his brother's worthy for the throne. And the main character tries pointing that out. And they're like, no, he wants to kill the Maleid, even though they have no proof of this. No proof at all. There is an assassination attempt on the Maleid's life, and the main character is able to save the Maleid, which involves the main character killing someone, which the Maleid's like, I don't care that you killed someone, and I know this is terrible of me, but as long as it keeps you on my side and keeps you by me, I am willing to let you kill people for my life, to save my life. I am willing for you to be my guard and kill people and go through the risk of dying to keep you by my side. And I find that very yandere. Okay, that was full on yandere. So there's been a lot of assassination attempts on the Maleid's life that everyone's convinced it's his brother, and even the main character's convinced. And I think that's so stupid. It's their own biasness. We repeatedly hear people target the Maleid's brother, and the only person that thinks his brother is innocent is literally the Maleid. Like, people think, oh, he's not the king's child, he's not the Maleid's brother, they state he doesn't deserve the throne because of his mom being literally adopted into her distant relative's family so she could be able to be made a concubine. Like, it makes me sick. They don't think he's worthy for the throne because he has a gentle, kind heart, and because of the Maleid's talents and skills and his mother's status as queen and the fact that she comes from a royal bloodline. It makes me sick. Like, it makes me angry. And even the main character is starting to get convinced that the Maleid's brother is out for the Maleid. Like, it pisses me off. The Maleid's mother calls the main character into our office and gives this stereotypical, you're not worthy of my son, you shouldn't be with my son, stay away from my son, remember your place, kind of shit. And she also tells the main character to help him convince the Maleid to take a fiancé, because the Maleid doesn't want to take a fiancé. He does not want to marry. He wants to stay in the military. He wants to stay in the army. He does not want to take the throne. He doesn't want it. He wants to give it to his brother, which he's been trying to tell people for years, and no one's literally listening to him. And the main character's like, well, we don't have that kind of relationship. I'm not in a relationship with him. And at the current time, the main character's actually in a relationship with his past life lover. Like, it's a messy situation. Okay, sometimes the main character pisses me off. Specifically, his past self pisses me off because it annoys me. He does what the queen wants, goes to the Maleid and convinces him to try to at least fight for the position for the throne, or at least take his responsibilities as a future heir to the throne seriously and take a fiancé. He literally goes to the Maleid to convince him, and this causes them to argue and bigger. And the main character even brings up that his brother could be tempting to try to kill him. Like, this freaking pisses me off. It also really shows that the main character has a inferiority complex about their statuses. Like, repeatedly throughout the story, it shows the past selves that the main character kind of holds a inferiority complex over their statuses, and he sits there and goes, I can't be with him because of my status, even though the Maleid's like, we can run away together, we can be together, and the main character's like, no, you will regret it, you will hate yourself that you didn't even try to take the responsibility, or take your responsibilities as an heir seriously. You will regret being with me. I'm like, honey, he's been repeatedly saying he wants to be with you, and you're the one who keeps pushing him away. You keep hurting him, and I don't know why. You're hurting yourself, you're hurting him, you're hurting your lover. Like, what the fuck, bitch? All because you're terrified of taking a chance being with a man who has higher status than you, who doesn't care the fact that he has higher status than you. The only person who seems to care about the higher status is you. You're not willing to fight for this man. And it's insane. You're willing to risk your life for this man, but you're not willing to fight for him and be with him? Like, this is insane. And you're leaning on the lover that you have over this stupid situation that you could easily fix by taking the male lead's hands, but you're so stuck on the fact that you're just a commoner. You're just his guard. Even though you guys have been giving each other romantic eyes, or even your lover knows that you love this man, and knows you're willing to risk your life for this man, and always feels like the second fiddle because of it. Like, it fucking pisses me off. And the male lead ends up doing what the main character wants. He ends up taking a fiance, even though the main lead even tells the main character the first chance he gets, he's dropping his fiance and dropping the chances of taking the throne. And later, in the main character's new life, he's like, oh, I see the king is now the king. What happened to the fight for the throne? Again, honey, he didn't want the throne. So the main character's ex-lover, he's a problem. He was the one who made the main character realize his feelings for the male lead, and also made the main character realize that he couldn't be with the male lead, at least convinced the main character he couldn't be with the male lead, pointing out the main character's status as the male lead's guard and servant. He will never be more than that to the male lead. Even if they have feelings for each other, they will never be together romantically or sexually. He also lays hands on the main character, and the main character did like it, but he also felt sick over it. He felt like he was nothing but a lustful beast and hated himself for it. And the male lead sees the hickeys that the ex-lover gave the main character, gets jealous over it, questions the main character if he had a romantic partner, which the main character is utterly surprised because, again, they're 3 years apart. The main character was 16 at the time, the male lead was 13. And he's like, why doesn't the 13-year-old know this if I didn't know about this stuff? But yeah, the male lead was jealous over it, questions the main character if he has a lover, and the main character's like, yes, and tells the main lead that it was his ex-lover. And after that, him and the ex-lover got together because the ex-lover had got questioned by the male lead over it, got the whole jealous feast all over him over it. And the main character's like, can we be together? And he's like, yes, we'll be together. And I'm like, it's such a messy situation. It is such a fucked up situation that the main character decided to take a guy who literally put his hands on him without his permission. He even told him to stop a few times. Got with that guy, and they start sleeping around together. They literally sleep together. And again, I told you that the main character cheated on him with the male lead. They do. The main character gave the male lead his body for one night. He's like, you can have me for this one night. You can do whatever you want with me. But after that, we'll go back to servant and, master. And I'm like, fuck